and I look over, Maverick ripped his diaper off and he's standing in the middle of like 5 older kids. Ripped it off, drops to the floor, literally stands there and does a little dance jiggle thing. And I was like, oh no, oh no. And then the moms were like, oh, that's so funny. And the kids, I'm not kidding you, the kids were like they've
like
never
appalled. Like they've never seen a naked kid before.
A naked boy.
Yeah.
And he was dancing so hard he slipped, ate shit, and fell on his butt. Literally his butt cheeks had like 2 big red marks. He stood up in front of them, bent over.
Oh no!
Bent over and grabbed his butt cheeks. As I was walking over there, I was like, Maverick. And literally the kids were like,
what do we do?
I heard one of the moms go, you guys have that too. Trust me. You guys all have the same thing. You've seen it before. I was like, Maverick.
So
and he kept grabbing his butt cheeks because they looked like they'd hurt. He fell on concrete on his bare butt.
Well, and I'm sure their response and their faces were feeding into his theatrics.
Like, he literally grabbed his ankles and bent over. Like, that's how far he was
like
over.
a prison search.
Yes. Hey there. Welcome to Parties to Playdates. I'm Kendall.
And I'm Jess. We're here to fill your day with warmth and laughter.
Join us as we navigate the chaos and joy of everyday life.
We're all about sharing real-life moments with a dash of humor and practical tips.
So grab your coffee and settle in for a cozy chat.
Because here, every moment is a story worth sharing.
No topic is off limit.
And every listener is a friend.
Let's get this party started.
Well, hello, Kendall.
Hello.
I have to say your hair looks really amazing today.
I washed it
this
morning.
It's so shiny.
Thank you.
And beautiful. And gorgeous.
I only wash it like once a week, and today was my wash day because I don't have to go to work for the next 3 days.
It looks so amazing. It's so shiny and like healthy looking.
I hope so. It better be.
Yeah. It looks beautiful.
I'm like, it better be.
As you were talking earlier, I was listening, but I was also like, oh my gosh, look at her hair.
Thanks. This is just air dry, and I think that's why it's so shiny.
It looks really nice.
And of course, chopped like all of it off. So
yeah.
I think it better be healthy.
Yeah.
If it's not, we have issues.
It looks so good.
Except I do have like dandruff psoriasis, and it sucks. I've self-diagnosed.
Self-diagnosed. I love it. You can probably fix that with something.
I'm like, so don't look too close at the scalp.
Yeah. I don't see anything flaky going on. You're fine.
Relax.
I love it. My hair was so thick when I was little that there were sometimes I would be like, oh man, why is my head so itchy? And it was just residual shampoo and conditioner because it was so thick.
You couldn't get it out?
When I was rinsing it, I just would miss sections of it. It took me a lot of time until I was like a teenager, I feel like, to really learn how to do it the right way.
Does your mom or dad have thick hair? I'm curious because your hair is very thick.
Relatively thick, but mine's way thicker than either of their hair.
Yours
so
is
that's
like,
kind of, I don't know where I got all that thick hair from.
I'm just curious because I know Mav, poor thing, he's going to have the most thinnest hair his whole life because Ryan and I have the thinnest hair.
It is very wispy. It's that just really fine hair.
Mm-hmm.
I really, like my follicles are hardy. Like the follicles,
They're
I probably
beefy.
have the same amount of hair you do, but my follicles are like 4 times the size. Like they're just hardy, thick, rough kind of hair follicles. I don't know. They're very aggressive. Like they just really bulk things up.
Makes me laugh.
Because if I put dry shampoo or like lots of products, my hair will get so big. If I took my hair out of this bun right now, it would be like, it would be ginormous. I took it down last night out of a bun. Andrew's like, wow, I love when your hair looks wild.
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
And I was
love
like, it looks like something.
Is it dirty right now?
It's very dirty. It's got all sorts of crap in there. Dry shampoo, hairspray. I don't know. I kind of crimped it to give it some texture the other day.
Yeah. I cannot use product because of like the issues of my scalp. It just makes it like 5 times worse. So even if I wanted to use
dries it out.
Yeah, even if I wanted to use dry shampoo, which I should because throughout the week my hair is just so nasty. It's always in a bun and I honestly don't even brush it throughout the week. It's so bad. And it's dark. And I know they make like the dry shampoo.
Ones.
Yeah, that's
but
dark.
I feel like it's harder for darker hair colors for dry shampoo.
Mm-hmm. I envy the ability to use the dry shampoo to your
it's
full potential.
a crutch. Okay, it's a bad idea. Don't do it, guys.
Don't start.
No, it's really good, especially if you don't want to wash your hair all the time.
No, I don't.
So what they say or do this week?
Do you want to start?
Yeah. We went on a trip to Kentucky with our entire family, and we got to do this super cool kayaking adventure in this abandoned mine that was flooded. Really cool. I'll talk about that later.
How did you guys even find this out?
The internet, Instagram, hello.
Like one of you, he saw it or something?
Like Andrew saw it, and I saw it too, and he's been wanting to do it for a couple years. So
oh my
we
God.
made a plan, and we're like, he want to do it for his birthday. So I was like, okay.
Did you drive?
Yeah, just 10 hours one way.
One way, let me just say that.
Just one way there, 10 hours, one way back, 10 hours.
How'd the kids do?
They did fine.
Yeah.
They're good. So they took you into this cave, and it's really big, and they take you way back in and all these halls like that. And the guy takes us down this one, like dead ends. He's like, this is one of the darkest halls in our mine. And we're all in kayaks, so we're just floating around, and everybody has helmets with little lights on them. And he's like, I'm going to have you turn off the lights, and then they have these little glow in the dark spots on them. So then he had everybody cover their little glow in the dark spots, and he was like, this is what complete darkness looks like, which it was. You couldn't see the hand right in front of your face.
So creepy.
It was creepy, and it's so quiet and very peaceful, and because the water's not moving, it's like really, it's just sitting there. And so there's no sounds. It's super quiet. He's like, this is what complete darkness looks like. He's like, we call this hall complete darkness. I was like, first of all, I love this guy. He had all the best dad jokes that weren't too ridiculous, but they made the little trip great. My 17-year-old daughter was right next to me. I only knew that because I saw her before we shut our lights off. And so we're just floating, and he tells us a few things, and then we're just sitting in silence. And
How long in the darkness?
Probably for like a good minute, 2 minutes. And everybody was very quiet. It was very interesting. My 17-year-old daughter goes, should I do the fart? And I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
And then she does like a fart sound on her arm that was a medium to loud fart sound that echoed through the entire thing. And so it was our family plus 6 other strangers.
Oh my God.
That were on the tour, and then 2 tour guides. And everybody started like laughing because you could tell they were trying not to laugh, but also wanting to laugh really hard.
So
in the middle of everybody being like, oh my gosh, just dying. The one of the tour guys said something like, never heard that before. That's never happened before, or something. And then Andrew goes, Torin. And the only reason he knew it was her is because a couple days prior to that, we were on like this ski lift that goes up to the top of a mountain to do this hike. And on the way down, she did an even louder fart sound while we were on the ski lift. And it's like in a little canyon, and it just echoed through the whole thing.
Good.
And these 2 guys on the other side started laughing, and they're passing. I was sitting with my older son, and they're passing us, and they're laughing. I was like, do you guys hear that? And they're like, the entire canyon heard that. And they thought it was so funny. And I smiled, and I was like, that's my daughter. And they started laughing even harder. So Andrew knew it was her because she had previously done it the day before.
I can hear him saying that,
and it was
too.
so funny. And he was just like, Torin. Like, I can't believe it. And I was cracking up. And what's funny is growing up, I always told my kids farts are always funny. And I stand by that because I feel like they still are, especially in moments like that when
hysterical.
It's so silent, and then it's just that aggressive, loud, and even fake ones, like they don't even have to be real, are hilarious.
Speaking of farts, Mavi just kind of now realized he farts.
Oh my
or
gosh.
I guess he doesn't realize, but he knows it's him and he thinks it's funny. Or I don't even know if he thinks it's funny, but what he'll do is so cute. He'll fart and he'll sit there, and then he'll like, because we're like behind him. He's always sitting in front of us watching TV or something.
Yeah.
He'll do it and then go.
Look back like that.
And we're like, did you just poo? Did you just tutor? And he's like, every time. Like he thinks it's just, he smiles.
Yeah.
Ryan's been waiting for this moment. He's like, when is he ever going to laugh when someone farts? Especially him, because his farts are really loud. And you know what he started to do? He started lifting a butt cheek while he farts.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, where are you learning this? He'll do it in his high chair, like at a restaurant. He'll like fully lift up and do it and go.
I love it.
Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. I know farts are inappropriate, but at the same time,
Everybody
I feel
farts.
like they're so silly.
Yeah.
And in the right context, they're pretty funny.
Yeah. I had a boyfriend back in the day who did armpit farts.
Yeah.
And they're so good. Like, they're
Yeah.
really freaking good. And they were so funny. And he would do it at awkward and like, weird moments like that. And
Yeah.
it is fun. It's hard not to laugh at. And everyone's laughing.
Yeah.
If you're not laughing, do you just not find farts funny?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, it's one thing if it's just like a big, stinky disgustingness. That's different. If it's just a loud sound,
Yeah.
let it out, guys. It's
So funny.
hilarious.
So funny.
Which she's done it before. Her and her friends have gone like public bathrooms. And she'll be in the stall and there'll be other people in there and she'll just be ripping them on her arm. And people will start making comments and fleeing the bathroom. I
gotta go.
Being like, oh my gosh, did you hear that? Or they'll like little kids will just start giggling.
It's always little kids.
So funny.
It's always little kids. I remember my mom told me this story. She was like, you need to start being careful when you take Maverick to the bathroom. She's like, because when you were younger, you would always try and go underneath the stalls and get out. Maverick has started unlocking them, but he hasn't pushed them open. He's just playing with the lock.
Yeah.
And I'll be literally like pants on the ground squatting or something. And I'm like, Maverick, stop, Maverick, stop. And then you get scared. But my mom told me this story when she was like, somebody farted in the bathroom and you, Kendall, like was just like starting to learn to talk. And you were like, ew, what's that? Gross. And she was like, I'm so embarrassed because you were the only kid in there. Obviously, it was you and us. And she's like, we have to leave.
Yeah. Kids say crazy stuff. I've heard kids in bathrooms be like, Mom, what is that? What is that string? What are you doing with that? Why are you... What is up?
Can you imagine not knowing what it is, though?
You know
and
what
you're
I mean?
watching someone do it, in which you don't have the same body part.
Yeah.
You're like, what is that?
Or they'll be like, oh, Mom, you pooped your pants. Because that's what it looks like to them. They know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids say crazy stuff in the bathrooms.
Mav got in the shower with me this morning, which is the first time I've let him in the shower because he just started enjoying showers.
Yeah.
And so he got in with me this morning and he kept poking and pointing to my C-section scar and going, hi, what's that? What's that? And I'm like, stop it. I'm like, that's your,
Like
your
talking
life
to
portal.
it?
Yes, I'm like, that's your life portal. That's where you came from. And every second I would
Hi,
turn,
first home.
I would turn around, he kept poking it. And I'm like, dude, stop.
That is so funny.
It was really random. But yeah, I mean, he's right there. I mean,
Yeah, eye
it's
level.
eye level.
It's looking right at him.
He's like, and every time I'm naked around him, he's always, what is that? Always so curious. I'm like, that's mommy's. Don't look. He's so funny. And then now he loves taking showers. If he wants to get in, we'll just let him in. Even if we're not, like, we're laying in bed and he's in the shower like with like water down his face.
That's so funny.
And I keep checking on him and I'll look and
He's
he'll
just
be
like waterboarding
he'll
himself.
be literally laying down in the shower with it just like on his face. Just... And then he'll open the door and run out.
Oh my
and
gosh.
he'll think it's so funny, which it is because he's running around grabbing his butt cheeks and he's
Flinging
slipping
water everywhere.
And Ryan hates it. He's like, no, don't let him do that. I'm like, it's funny. It's literally water. Who cares? He's going to slip and eat shit. Well, he already does. So who cares? But it's so funny. He loves showers right now. It's great.
That's so cute.
But speaking of him naked, that's my story. It happened twice, 2 days in a row. And it is on me, but I don't care. We went to the park on Monday and Tuesday. It's the park that's connected to the splash pad, which, mind you, he hasn't been into the splash pad lately because he'd rather swim or he'd rather go down the slides and climb the rock walls and stuff, which is cool, but it's so hot.
Yeah.
I try to keep him away from the playground, even though it's in the same area. I've been trying to bring like water guns and squirt guns and all these other things to try and get him to go to the splash pad.
Yeah.
But he'll only go if there's other kids. So find a mom, like 5 of her kids showed up, another family with 2 kids. So there was a bunch of kids.
Jackpot.
I was like, do you want to go play in the water? And he loves older children. He likes to follow them. So they all started running. And I was like, okay, you want to take your clothes off? Like, let's go. He's like, yeah. And so I get him naked. Well, he has a diaper on. We have swim diapers. I just never bring them.
Yeah.
I just always forget, or I just like don't care because a diaper is a diaper. It's not a pool. It's a splash pad. It's going to be fine. Who cares? And so he's having such a good time, cracking everybody up, playing with toys, doing his thing. And I was just listening and talking to 2 of the family members, like 2 of the moms. And we're all sitting there standing and talking. And I look over, Maverick ripped his diaper off and he's standing in the middle of like 5 older kids, ripped it off, drops to the floor, literally stands there and does a little dance jiggle thing. And I was like, oh no. And then the moms were like, oh, that's so funny. And the kids, I'm not kidding you, the kids were like they've
like
never
appalled. Like they've never seen a naked kid before.
A naked boy. They were all standing on this like water mound thing.
Yeah.
And he was dancing so hard he slipped, ate shit, and fell on his butt. Literally his butt cheeks had like 2 big red marks. He stood up in front of them, bent over.
Oh no!
Bent over and grabbed his butt cheeks. As I was walking over there, I was like, Maverick. And literally the kids were like,
what do we do?
I heard one of the moms go, you guys have that too. Trust me. You guys all have the same thing. You've seen it before. I was like, Maverick.
So
and he kept grabbing his butt cheeks because they looked like they'd hurt. He fell on concrete on his bare butt.
Well, and I'm sure their response and their faces were feeding into his theatrics.
Like, he literally grabbed his ankles and bent over. Like, that's how far he was
like
over.
a prison search.
Yes. And I told Ryan, he goes, well, he showed him his brown eye. And I was like, yeah, babe, it was really embarrassing.
I feel like that's more appalling than just him being naked.
Yeah.
Like
the kids' faces went from like, okay, what is happening to,
oh my gosh.
my God, what is that?
Like, but they're still not looking away. They're just terrified, but like, oh.
And I was like, Maverick. And so I like grab him and he thinks it's funny. He loves being naked. He hates putting clothes on. Like literally in the morning times, if Ryan's not here, I'll sometimes just put him in the car seat with just a diaper and I'll dress him whenever we get to somewhere because he doesn't think of it as getting ready if we're in the car. But at the house, it's like a full-on, he hates clothes. I put this one shirt on him one day, and he had a mental breakdown over it. I literally had to take it off, and he was fine. And I was like, okay, do you hate the shirt, or do you just hate clothes? I don't understand. Do you want me to burn this? Yeah. Should we never wear it again? But the next day, I took him back because we were meeting a bunch of people. And luckily, this was all my friends and stuff. And it was really cute. One of the ladies, her son is a little older than Maverick, can talk very well, and loves to tattletale on people. Oh my gosh. So he came up to me once and he's like, that baby's drinking water. And you're not supposed, it literally says, do not drink the water. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. She's like, stop tattletaling. He's like, well, he shouldn't be drinking the water. It's not good for you. And I'm like, no, you're right. Thank you. And so I'm like, Maverick, stop it. And then literally their son was on their way back. And I was like, it has to be about Maverick. Yeah. And I look, diapers ripped off again, standing there naked, doing a dance. And I was like, Maverick, what the hell?
A little helicopter windmill situation.
And he literally does. He does this like little thing. He looks like he's hula hooping. Yeah. Like he literally is jiggling it. Yeah. Kind of like he's like acting like a helicopter situation, which I don't know if he knows exactly if that's what he's trying to do. But then he runs towards the playground, the opposite side. I'm like, dude.
Just a streaker.
That's what I kept calling him. I was like, why are you streaking literally? And I was like, are you going to be a streaker when you grow up? Or like, what's the deal? Should I be worried in high school and college? But straight up butt naked. Happy as can be. Just.
It happens.
And it
happens. Kids have no idea what nakedness really is unless you make it very, you're naked. Yeah. You kind of train them to be like that.
But it's funny. He thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
I love it. Cause I'm like,
well, cause he likes a response.
Yeah. I always
he
giggle. I'm like, give me little butt cheeks. Cause they're so white.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Little white butt cheeks. But that was fun. I couldn't with the kids' faces. I honestly wanted to be like, can I take a photo of your children? It was great.
We've had that before when our kids were young, but it was more they were just like peeing behind trees. Like, way too close to people or just like in full view but on the tree kind of thing.
I love it.
We're not here to hide. We're just here to pee on the tree.
Just watering the tree, Mom.
We're just peeing. Calm down, guys.
So good.
You gotta go.
Yeah. So it's true. And it's summertime. I can't blame him. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot. Just be naked. Who cares? Yeah. And I'm always like, excuse me, like if we're at the beach or something and he does that, I'm like, just let him be naked. And Ryan's like, Kendall, I'm not dealing with shit. Yeah. If he poops, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And one of my girlfriends.
It's a little tricky.
Yeah. One of my girlfriends said that her kid pooped at the beach the other day. And I was like, what'd you guys do? Bury it? And throw it in the water? What'd we do? She's like, no, we actually, like, her husband went and got like leaves or something or like a bunch of sand, like picked it up and took it to the bushes.
Oh my gosh. That's some dedication. I probably would just bury that.
I know. I was like, what do we do? Bury it?
I
like,
would bury it deep. You're not supposed to be digging holes at the beach anyway.
I know. So deep, like as deep as you can go or what? And then Ryan did tell me this story the other day. He was like, because Crab Island on 4th of July was like out of control.
Oh, I saw some pictures of it. It was wild.
Nuts, which I cannot believe. We took Maverick on 4th of July 2 years ago. And he was like, what, 2 months old?
Oh,
literally
crazy.
2 months old to Crab Island on 4th of July, which was a nut job. I cannot believe we did that. I remember I was breastfeeding him on the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Because my sister was visiting because she came and we went out on 4th of July and it was just us three and we had such a good time and they were in the water and I was just sitting there breastfeeding. And people just float around or just walk by and this big group of guys walked by and they all were like, Happy 4th. And then one was like, oh my God, are you nursing? And he said nursing, which actually is so funny because no one ever, I feel like not a lot of people, especially men, will say nursing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I am. He's like, hell yeah, good for you. I'm like, yep. I'll never forget it. It was so funny. Yeah.
Whenever my sister was nursing, she would always joke, you know, a lot of people always want you to cover up and stuff. And she lived somewhere it was hot.
And it was, you guys have older children. So it was, I don't want to say different back then because it's not that long ago, but it is.
But whenever she was nursing and she wasn't using a blanket and she would, you know, pop them on real fast. And if anybody ever caught a glance, it was like, whatever. She always called it free boob. They just got a little free boob. You're welcome.
You are welcome. I know. I think about that. This is so funny. TM, I'm so lucky I have small nipples because whenever Maverick would breastfeed, you never saw it. But there's some people that breastfeed and you still see their nipple. And that's when I'm like, I shouldn't be looking.
Yeah. I shouldn't be. Avert your eyes, Kendall.
I can't. Because I'm always like, oh, look at them go.
I know. It is sweet.
I'm like,
it is sweet.
Oh, the baby's eating. So sweet.
I love that. I'm thinking of all my large nippled friends. I'm like, don't invite Kendall over when you're breastfeeding. She's going to look. She's definitely looking. Shout out to all my large nippled friends.
I know, that made me laugh. I don't know. I just feel like they're actually like flashing you. Like it's more than just like the skin of your boob.
Isn't that funny how,
you know what I mean?
Seeing a little bit of nipple is more like, oh, than just seeing almost the nipple. You know what I mean? Like
it's like sketchier than seeing
it's
the
so
whole
funny.
thing. I'm like, oh my God, did you see that girl's nipples popping out? Like, oh my God.
Oh, perspective.
I know. So good.
Well, today we're just telling funny stories, so we're just going to keep rolling here.
Rolling with the punches.
This one was today.
It was today?
This was
Wonderful.
today.
It's fresh.
I had to work kind of early, and we were stocking a bunch of stuff before we opened. And my coworker was on the phone. The manager had called in, so she's like an important call. And so I'm like grabbing bags, and I've got the stuff in my hand, and I make this corner to go out into the floor. And I have new shoes that are a little bit tall. They're like form, but they're kind of squishy. And I'm still adjusting to.
Are they reefs?
Yeah.
I love those.
I love them.
I don't have them, but I love them.
Yeah.
I see them all the time.
I have the shorter ones and I just got the taller ones because I thought they were cute. And I have some longer pants that I prefer to wear them with, but I'm still kind of adjusting to walking in these ones. And so I made the corner too fast and I started to fall. And I tried to catch myself, but I did a really terrible leg workout on Wednesday. And then we did legs again today.
Oh, geez.
So my legs are crazy sore. So I tried to catch myself and my muscles were like, nope.
Oh, no.
And I just fell to the ground.
Stop.
And was like on my knees and like, there's bags everywhere. And I like fall. My coworker had full view. She saw it from the back.
Oh, no.
Hit the ground. And I was like, ugh. And she did not gasp. She did not say anything. She continued straight on through her conversation, which I thought was very impressive. And so I get up, I go put the purses away. I'm taking care of stuff. I come back and she saw something. She's like, oh my gosh, are you okay?
Straight up, are you okay?
I was like, I'm fine. I was like, I started to trip and I tried to catch myself, but my legs are so sore. They just said, nope.
They're
she was
noodles.
like, oh my gosh, I saw you go down. I was like, I'm just impressed you didn't even laugh or like gasp or like, haha, like anything. Like when I see people fall, I'm like,
I would 100% be like, oh my God, are you okay? So sorry, someone just ate it in front of me.
Somebody
100%.
just fell out. It was so funny. So yeah, everything was fine. But I was like, geez. Then I started walking a little bit slower because clearly my legs are like, you need to slow down.
My legs do that. Not the give out part, but it's only when I'm wearing my Crocs, and it's probably because it's Crocs.
Yeah.
But I wear my Crocs to work because they're the comfiest. And it's funny because everybody now wears Crocs at work.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's really funny. Like even the guys and all the new people that we hire, they're like, so is it a thing that we just wear Crocs?
Do we
here?
have to wear Crocs?
They're like, so should I be buying Crocs? You guys all make me want to buy Crocs now. And I'm like, yeah, you should. They're all like the most dramatic Crocs. The GM wears like bright yellow ones with like all these little fruit and duck, like really cute.
Oh, that's fun. You guys can wear cool stuff on them.
And it's very fun. And I
Yeah.
have yet to put any in mine because I haven't found any of the ones I really, really like. But
You haven't found an avocado or anything?
I know, right?
I bet we can definitely find you an avocado.
I know. I need a lot of
What do
things
they
right
call
now.
them? Like
They're-
jigs or giblets?
I should know. I want to say giblets, but is that the inside of a chicken?
Yeah, definitely. You don't need any of those. It would be funny though with your vegan
I had
Crocs and your little
chickens-
giblets just
Chicken livers
sprinkled
and
along. Little
wings,
drumstick.
Drumsticks. Oh my God, that's actually really funny. And then my like bright spark magenta pink color. They're so sparkly. And they also, instead of the regular holes, they have the holes that are shaped like Mickey Mouse.
Oh my gosh.
So drama.
That
Which
is.
also I don't even know if the little things would fit.
Would fit in those
Yeah.
if they'd like fall out.
Yeah, but my other Crocs that I wore before, they're sparkly purple, which with regular holes, which I could always do those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to jack them up and make them all cute. But I always trip. I'll literally just be walking, and my
Crocs
Croc.
are pretty like, clunky shoes.
They are clunky.
That's why I've never bought them. I know they're really comfortable, but I hate how ginormous they are. Like I have big feet, and size 9 Crocs are huge.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
I'm gonna trip
Yeah.
on them. It sounds dangerous.
Every
to me.
time I trip, I go, "Oh, sniper!"
yeah.
Because that's what Ryan does. No one gets it. They're just like, "Okay, weirdo." And I'm like, "Sniper!" And as I like walk away.
Oh my
But
goodness.
there was one time, so I have platform Crocs. I love my platform. They're
Yeah,
actually
those ones are actually cute.
they're so cute.
Those could possibly turn me on to Crocs.
And
but-
that's actually my first pair. Like, they're not even Crocs. I saw this lady. We were going to a comedy show in Destin, and this lady walked through the door, and she had these white, sparkly platform Crocs. They look like they would be for a wedding.
Yeah.
But they were platform all the way. But they like the white, sparkly part was.
Yeah.
They're not silver. They were white. It was so pretty. And she had these metal spikes in them and other little pearls, and it was very feminine and
Yeah.
dainty but kind of edgy. It was so cute, and I literally stopped her. I was like, I love your shoes. And she's like, thanks, they're Crocs. And then I did it myself, and I was like, obsessed, love them. I'm like, Ryan, I
that
need
sounds
those.
really cute.
They were really cute. I was like, Ryan, I really need these. So I ended up going online and finding these platform Crocs. Couldn't get the Croc ones, so I got a different brand. They look exactly the same, and they're white. And I was like, oh, I'll just like, Mod Podge or spray sparkles. I haven't done it yet to this day, and it's been years. I probably won't now, but they're so cute and they're so high. I would wear them all the time when I was pregnant with Mav, but it was like a month before I was due with Mav, and I wore them to a vegan festival in Pensacola, which is on the baseball field. I was walking and not paying attention. Also, you can't even see your feet at this point.
Yeah.
And completely fell into a pothole, and like literally
Oh
my leg did that like weird
Oh,
giraffe
no.
thing
Yeah.
and fell to the ground.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And I fell so hard on my knee. And I stood up and I was like, oh my God. And my knee was like purple and swollen, like a bad fall on my knee. And he's like, why are you wearing those stupid shoes? And I was like, because it's fashion.
Because they're cute.
He goes, and literally everyone around us was like,
Oh
oh
my
my God, are
gosh.
you okay? I was like, and I was wearing this like tight, like little mini dress. It was so cute. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm great. And he goes, you literally need to take those shoes off. Like, just be barefoot. And I'm like, nope, I can't give up now. Everyone just saw. But it was a bad fall in the
man.
platforms.
Ugh.
But it was so worth
They
it.
can be dangerous for sure.
They're so cute.
They are so cute. I love a platform.
I could care less about fashion, but I love shoes. I don't know what it is about weird shoes. Funky shoes.
Yeah, shoes are fun.
I guess Mav has my style of weird shoes because anytime it's like, go pick out a shoe, it's always the ugly ass rain boots every time. And it's not, he has 2 pairs. He has one, like it looks like the caterpillar from that book on it, The Hungry Caterpillar.
The green ones.
Yeah, they're like the bright neon green. And then he also has, we were gifted these they were hand-me-downs, another darker green boot that's like a dinosaur with dinosaur little spikes on the back that are really cute. They're not
Yeah.
as obnoxious, but he always chooses the caterpillar ones. And we're like, and Ryan's like,
They're probably comfortable.
I don't know, because he also can put them on himself. And he
Yeah.
always puts them on the wrong feet, and it's so cute. And they go up to his knee, and it's just like this, like, and then he wears shorts, and it's like this like weird fashion statement. But he rocks with it. And I just let him. And Ryan's like, this is what he wore out today. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and
this
he goes,
is his vibe.
And you don't even change the shoes back to the normal foot? I'm like, no, because this is what he wants. And if he thinks it's comfortable, which it cannot be.
No way.
No way it can
that's
be comfortable. Because literally your feet are like...
Yeah. We should try it once. Just put them on the wrong feet.
Oh, it has to be so...
Walk around and give it a shot.
I would be so OCD because I can barely wear socks the right way. They have to be inside out.
Yeah.
I can't even do socks.
It's funny how things like that really can bother people. Another fun adventure at work this week. I was out on the floor. There was a few people in line. There was one lady and then another lady behind her waiting. And then this third lady walks up and cuts in front of the second lady and sets her stuff down next to the first lady. And the second lady goes very loudly,
of course,
"Excuse me, ma'am. The line is behind me." And the lady's like, "Whatever." And she was like, "No, ma'am, you need to get behind me." And I was like, did this lady just say, get behind me? She's like, "The line is behind me." And
were there a bunch of people behind her?
No, she was the last person in line. There was one person in front of her, but this lady like cut in the side. But there's all these other customers shopping around and they're all hearing it. Yikes. And you see everybody slowly just like shopping. They're not. They're
like
listening.
Touching but looking.
They're listening to the drama. And I'm like, oh, am I going to have to step in on some womanly brawl in a purse store?
So good. Some Sex in the City shit.
And she was like, "I can stand wherever I want. I don't have to get in line behind you, ma'am." And she's like, so she came right back at her. And the lady's like, "You need to get behind me right now. You cannot cut in line like that. The line is back here." And everybody, like, you could feel everybody
eyes just
start
in.
like, oh. Now, at this point, people like staring. And I was like, oh, gosh, I'm going to have to step in now. So I'm like, I'm not that far away. It's not a big store. I'm like headed over to be like, "Come on over here, ma'am." Like the one that said get behind me, I was just going to check her out real quick and get her out of there. Mm-hmm. And she says, get behind me right now. And then the other lady goes, "Fine, then I won't buy you this wallet." And they were together.
Stop.
And it was a joke. And everybody was like, like you felt the tension in the room go from like here to everything's like
that's hilarious.
Dissipated. And then the girl who started it died and she was like, "That was beautiful. That worked amazing." And then hilarious. Everybody around was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that wasn't real." Everybody was so relieved.
So dramatic. Did they like plan it? Did you talk to him?
Well, I don't think they like planned it, but from the sounds of it, this is somebody that does something like that as a joke. Like she knows it's going to be funny and she knows her mom it was her mom that she was telling to get behind me, that she knows her mom would play along. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best. And I walked over, I was like, "Listen guys, I was about to break up this fight and I was really scared you guys are going to start throwing bows." And they were like, "Oh no, this is my mom, la da da."
That is so funny.
It was really funny. I was like, that doesn't happen very often.
No. And it's great that they're related like a mom.
Oh, yeah. It was a total mother-daughter duo situation.
So good.
It was so good.
Literally, that's great.
Yeah. I was like, because you hear about things like that happening all the time, and things like that do happen. People say rude things, know?
Oh, yeah.
You know. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
God, yeah.
It was good.
People are great. People are great, but people also suck at the same time if that was like a real life situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. People are usually pretty nice, but whew.
That's so great.
It makes you think, though, like, what if it was real? How are we going to diffuse this situation?
I thought your idea was perfect. Like,
I was just going to be like,
pissed.
I'm going to take the one that really was like, get behind me. We're just going to get her real quick out of there.
Her out. Yeah.
We're just
going
to real quickly do
make
this.
her happy because clearly she's worried about the line. So make her have no line.
Well, and that's what was really funny about it is there was one person in front of her and I was like, this isn't even like technically a line. Mm-hmm. It's really like, you're just waiting a second for your turn. What have you been cooking?
I made a cake because I'm obsessed with sweets right now.
Nice. What kind of cake?
It was so good.
Was it a German chocolate one? That's what you made last time.
No, this time I actually had a wild hair at my ass and made a white cake with layers of strawberry compote, which I did not make. I just bought at the
Yeah.
store because I was not going to go down that road.
It's a lot of work.
It was also like 9:00 at night when I decided to do this. So I was not going to like get
You sound
strawberries.
like my kids.
Oh yeah.
My kids have 100% made cakes in the middle of the night.
It was before the July, the day after. I don't even know, but it was something close like that. And I was like, wow, this strawberry shortcake of some sort. I've never even had strawberry shortcake. I don't even know what it is.
You have it?
Mm-mm. What is it?
Strawberry shortcake is like layers of pound cake with strawberries with a little bit of sugar mixed in and whipped cream. Just
Okay, yeah.
Layers. But you probably haven't had a real pound
No.
cake because pound cakes traditionally have a pound of butter in
Jeez.
them. Yeah.
Hence the name.
They're freaking delicious though. They're so dense. And
I was going to say they're like the real thick
they're really
ones.
thick and they come like in a little
Like
log,
loaf?
like a little loaf thing in like freezer department.
No, I don't know if I actually have.
I don't think I've ever made a traditional one, and I don't know if those frozen ones actually have a pound of butter in them, but I'm pretty sure that's why they're called pound
Wow.
cakes. Yeah.
Well, we learned something new.
Or maybe they just pack on the pounds.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Maybe they do pack on the pounds.
They're really good though. Flavor's on point.
But I was like, interesting strawberry cake. And then I saw somebody on a video put the strawberry, I don't know if it was compote, if that's the right thing, but it was like strawberries in this jelly-like thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a compote? Who knows? But like between the cakes and then on top. And I was like, I'm doing that. And then I'm putting whipped cream everywhere on top.
Ooh, yum.
Oh my God. I only had 3 slices of the whole cake. Because I mean, it was like a 9-inch cake times 2, plus the stuff in between, all of it on top. And I would
Did
just
you
like,
use 2 cake mix? Did you use cake mix? Or
I did use a cake mix.
Did you use 2?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not.
I guess it wasn't that bad, but it was like that tall.
Yeah. Sounds delicious.
It was so good. And I literally kept it.
summertime.
It was. And
cake.
it was like light, but it wasn't, but it was so sweet. And then I would cut a slice of it. And I mind you, my slices are like a third of the cake.
Third of the cake.
But, and then I would take just like this. Is it Cool? Not Cool Whip, but the cans of whipped cream. It's like the coconut version. It's so good.
Oh, like the Ready Whip.
Ready Whip.
Yeah.
That's what it is. There's a coconut one, and it is so
I've
delicious.
seen that one. I've wondered about it.
It's delicious.
That's
I
good to
also put it
know.
on a cookie today and had it. And I was like,
Ooh.
I laid it literally right before I took a nap. I was like, I want a cookie. And then I was like, I'm putting whipped cream on it.
I love whipped cream, Cool Whip,
Yeah.
any of that like fluffy, mildly sweet. Sign me up for that.
So
all
good. That's what I
day.
put on Maverick's watermelon
Yeah.
cake for his birthday, and it was delicious. So I would take a slice and then I would put the whipped cream all over it and literally eat it, and it was so
yum.
satisfying. And then I honestly forgot about the cake, and it was sitting in our microwave for a few days, and Ryan literally sent me a photo of it last night and was like, tell me you haven't eaten this in a minute. And I'm like, I have not. I was going to the other day, and I'm glad I didn't. It was all molded.
Oh,
Like
no,
really bad. Like I can't even believe how
sad.
fast it molded.
Yeah, because you
But-
got to put that stuff in the fridge.
Yeah, I don't. I keep all my desserts on the counter.
It's because of the fruit. You got to keep the fruit.
Yeah, it was
fresh.
bad.
That's so
But
sad.
it lasted for.
That sounds delicious.
It was so good, and it was so satisfying, and it was like exactly what I wanted in the time, and it was
Yum.
perfect.
I love that.
Yeah. And then I made a lasagna that night too. I was on one,
Look at you go.
and it was delicious.
Yummy.
I don't know if I talked about lasagna in any of our episodes.
I don't think you have.
But it's really easy. I make a cashew cheese sauce. It's literally just cashews, nutritional yeast, garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper,
Because you
and
kind of do it like
lemon.
an Alfredo mixed with marinara kind of vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll do like layers of it because you're supposed. Is it ricotta?
Yeah.
And I'm putting that in because it's not. It's like a cashew ricotta because it's a thicker one. You don't put as much water, so it still
nice.
has a
So
weird
that ricotta texture.
Yeah, like the consistency of it, and I just layer the pasta with, and then I cook down a bunch of spinach with the marinara, so like the red sauce,
Yeah.
and then I just layer it all.
I
and
feel like
then bake
spinach
it.
gives a nice. If you use enough spinach, it can give like a cheesy
It's like a funky
texture.
Yes, it's so
to
good.
stuff. I think is so interesting.
Yeah, and I honestly I felt my body needing iron. I know that sounds so weird, but I know that's when I want spinach or something weird.
Yeah.
So I put a ton of it in there, and it was so satisfying. And I'm so weird, and I know my mom used to do this in the past, and I don't know if she used Italian dressing or ranch, but she'd put it on top of her lasagna.
Yeah.
And I'd put Italian dressing on top, and it is so good.
Oh, That's a good idea. I feel like
It
I've
was
seen people put
delicious.
ranch on it on lasagna before, but never Italian. But that's smart because it just has all the same Italian-y flavors in it and that like vinegary.
Yeah, it was so satisfying. So I had that and then cake after, and I was such a happy person.
Yum.
I know.
Well, my recipe actually has spinach in it too.
Oh,
We had come back from our trip and I was like, I'm going to make something out of the fridge and figure this out. So I did pasta with a creamy sauce with some of that Bourgogne
oh yeah, the cheese
garlic
wheel.
herb cheese stuff. I had some Parmesan, some heavy cream. I just had frozen spinach. I just put that in there. I cooked it first and then squeezed out the juice
Yeah,
and
you
then
have
put
to,
it
yeah.
in. And then I did sun-dried tomatoes, the jarred ones
jarred
or whatever.
ones.
Sun-dried tomatoes. And then just a bunch of Italian seasoning and fresh garlic and some red pepper flakes because I feel like that makes everything better.
It does.
It just adds a little extra something where it doesn't have to be spicy. It just adds a little bit extra. And then I grilled up some chicken on the George Foreman grill.
Nice.
I actually love that thing.
Yeah.
Especially for cooking chicken. It's a lot harder to overcook it on the George Foreman. And if you butterfly, just slice
thin
it a
it?
little bit thinner, it's a little bit safer and then you don't overcook it. I like a lot of seasoning on my meat. And so when you slice it thin, like you get more flavor across the surface of the meat and then it cooks faster. So,
Yeah.
But it was really good. Andrew's like, oh my gosh, what did you put in this? This is fire.
It sounds so good.
Yeah.
And I think spinach is underrated.
I do too. And
Even frozen spinach, I think, is very underrated.
And what's nice is frozen spinach, which I actually prefer to buy frozen spinach because I am terrible about using fresh spinach and it's going to get all soggy anyways because I'm not eating fresh spinach salads ever. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not eating a spinach salad.
Ever.
I'm usually throwing fresh spinach into a soup or into a pasta or into something else and it's getting cooked and it's getting all withered and wrinkly, which is what the frozen stuff is already. And the frozen stuff is like 99 cents for those little boxes and you can just buy a bunch of them and leave them in your freezer. And then anytime you want to throw vegetables into your dishes, you can just grab a thing of spinach. And it's such a nice, hearty, good for you vegetable. And it doesn't take forever to cook. And it spreads out and disappears into the dish unless you use a ton of it.
Yeah.
So I love frozen spinach. It's like super underrated.
It so is. And that box of frozen spinach is literally like, I don't even know how many bags of fresh spinach literally to make that one box.
For real. It's probably
so
like 3
tight
of those.
and compacted.
Yeah.
I swear I'll use like a whole bag of spinach and be like,
It doesn't even look like there's spinach in
I
your
think I
food.
need more. And they're like, you need more spinach? I'm like, well, I used the whole bag, but look at it. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's one of those like wild vegetables that literally transforms into something completely different.
It
once it's
really
cooked.
does. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed
good
our
one.
funny stories this
Yeah.
week. Clearly, it's been a couple of weeks here.
Yeah. Yikes. I know. Your vacation sounds so fun.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that in another episode.
For sure.
Highly
We'll
recommend.
talk about summer stuff, summer vacations.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys have a funny week. Something fun happens. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Any good spinach recipes?
You get spinach recipes for the frozen. We don't want any fresh spinach recipes. Frozen only. Just kidding, guys. You send us whatever you want.
Yeah, bring it on. We love all the things.
Yep. Have a fabulous week.
And thanks for listening.
Filled with spinach. Bye.
Filled with spinach.
And that, party people, wraps up another delightful episode of Parties to Playdates.
We hope you're leaving with a smile, a story, and maybe a tip or two.
Remember, life's journey is better shared with a friend.
And we're so grateful to be part of yours.
If you enjoyed today's chat, don't forget to rate and subscribe to our show.
Your support keeps our community growing and our stories flowing. We want to hear from you. Please send us your thoughts, ideas, and questions to partiestoplaydates@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Parties to Playdates.
Until next time, keep embracing the chaos and finding the joy.
Take care and stay connected, party people.
Bye for now, and don't forget to laugh a little extra today.
Bye.